Hey everybody, hope all is well today. Well, we are approaching Easter Sunday. I would say Resurrection Day, however you perceive it. So I want to just come in here and give you a video and talk about some of the things that we should be grateful for. And also you you should be just doing and appreciating what's in store for your life from this point on because he got up with all power in his hand. Okay, so Easter is that resurrection, the resurrection Sunday. It's the hope. I say it's the hope above all hope for us. So let me get right into what I want to talk about. I want to talk about you living your purpose, having the funding, and having finances to get there. My topic is how to get money to grow a business. Now, a lot of you out may not want a business, but let me tell you, you're going to need another source of income. And in my opinion, being a business strategist, in my humble opinion, I think having a business is one of the most rewarding things that you can do in order to supplement out, out here in the world in business. Just supplement what I want to say, supplement some of the things you're going to need. And money is going to be one of them. In the Bible, it says, money answereth all things. So we got to get out of that saying that, we don't want to be too pushy. We don't want to just always talk about it. Well, in order to have more of it, you're going to have to do some things to receive more. So now let me get right into what I want to talk about today about how to get money for, to grow your business. Well, if you are new to business and you haven't been out here long in business, or if you seasoned and you need some more money to help you to maybe add on to what you already have. This is discussion we're gonna have. And I'm sorry, y'all, I keep blinking my eye because my contact is bothering me a little bit here. Ah, okay. I hope that's a little brighter for me. So anyway, let's go ahead and start talking. And let me share with you what I mean about how you grow your business. Now, there's such thing called OPM. That's other people's money, right? Other people's money is loans, grants, you know, credit, business credit. But in order to get there, you have to do something first. You have to prepare your business. We're not talking about doing it personally. We're talking about doing it from a professional standpoint of a business, having your business. But if you've already structured your business and gotten everything, lined up with your business, then you won't have a problem with getting business credit. You won't have a problem with it. Now, you may run into not having good personal credit, and if you have to be a guarantor a guarantor of your newfound, credit, and meaning your newfound vendor, whoever you're going to do business with, they may want you to personally be the grand guarantor of the particular account, of a business account is what I'm speaking of. So you definitely want to be prepared in that area as well with your personal credit. And I'm not going to go into depth about a lot of personal credit things. If you want to know more, you can reach me and I will let you know of a class that I am going to do. And I do speak with my clients one-on-one about the credit. I even help them to with their, to fix their credit or whatever you do. Increase your credit, get it right, get some of those things off there that don't need to be on there, doing them the professional, ethical, and morally way, because there are ways that you can do that without just having to be, all doing it all wrong. Let's just use that word, and then first a few things that you definitely want to do in business is making sure that you got you together. Your personal business is on point. Now, getting a copy of your credit reports, your personal credit reports, going to be so important. And this is just a way you the way you're going to be able to get business. I mean, get funding, get money for your business, because you won't have issues with getting loans. You won't have issues with using your personal credit to help you get business loans and things like that. Okay. So having just knowing what's on your credit reports, knowing exactly what it says, what it's, what's there, is it correct? If it's not correct, making sure that it is accurate. If it's accurate and you owe it, there are still things that you can do in order to make sure that it won't hurt your credit file. Now, that's so important. I work with a lot of people that don't even know exactly how much is on their credit that's keeping them and is holding them back from getting some things. And it's not going to help you in the long run. I've been there, done that. I've even gotten some things off of my credit that I didn't think, the inquiries. I've gotten a lot of things. I'm not telling you anything that I haven't had to roadblock myself out here in business. I had to learn what tools to use. I had to learn how to market my business more. I had to learn how to build my business credit, how to build my business profile. I had to, so I can get the credit cards that I needed to help grow my business. I had to learn all of that myself. So I'm not just telling you something that I read. I'm telling you something that I had to do myself. Okay. Now, that's just one way. And like I said, I'm not getting too deep into the personal side of what you need to do with your credit, but you definitely need to make sure that it's together and on point. If you have an issue, just come see me, and we'll see about me helping you get it done. But as a matter of fact, I can take you on as a client, or you can be in a course that you have to do it yourself. But either way, you need to have it done. And that's one, like I said, that's a major way of making sure that you are prepared to get the money for your business. Now, let's talk about the next thing is when you're out here looking for, I know everybody love the free money. Everybody love the grants, the grants, the grants, the grants. Yes, there are plenty of them out here, but with the grants, you definitely will have to have a business plan. You're going to have a business plan. People, you're going to have a business plan. You're going to have to explain in that business plan what you need the money for, what is the overall structure of your business, what your business is all about. You're going to have that done. Now, let's take this for instance. If you had the funding, somebody came to you and you had the funding to give them money. You had the means of funding their idea, their vision of their business. Wouldn't you want to know exactly what they was going to do with the money, and was your money going to be used wisely, and does it make sense for you to give it to them? Well, that's all a grant tour is asking you. What will they do with this money? What will me giving them this money will help them do? And that's all it is. It's just a lot of what has happened to a lot of enterprises have given money to foundations, and these foundations they're not the only ones that give grants, but mostly this is what you're partnering with the foundations to help, for whatever cause they like to give, whatever it is that's dear to their heart, and they give back to these organizations, and voila, you're able to qualify, and you're able to solicit, or you're able to apply for a grant. And sometimes you have to pay them back, and sometimes, well, with a grant you don't have to pay it back, but sometimes they may even further give you, they may have grants slash loans, and some portion of their program may be just for strictly grants, and then part of it may be, have a loan compartment to it. Okay, just like a lot of things that's going on with the Small Business Credit Initiative program. I've talked to you about that before. I have other videos about it, so you just have to stroll and look on my channels and see what did I say about them. They are still into effect, because I talked to one of the directors I know for the state of Georgia that is over them, and she said that yes, they are still, taking applications for the money, because a lot of people aren't applying. You're not applying for the funding because you don't have I guess you just don't know about it, maybe. But if you don't use the money, it's gonna go back, and then they're gonna see, everybody's saying that they don't have enough funding to start their business, but they're not applying for it. So in other words, stop thinking that you can't get the money before you apply for the money. Stop thinking that you can't get the funding without before you even try. Put it that way. Stop thinking that you can't get it. But one thing I have found out, a lot of people, you're not preparing yourselves. You're not preparing yourself. If they tell you you need a business plan, my God, take a day, take a few hours and do it. If you don't know how to do it yourself, reach out to somebody that do, like me. Hint, hint. Just take the time to get the information done. If you don't know what to do, if you don't know how to begin the research, you got to get off your funds and stay out of the malls and stay out of the shopping centers and stay away from places that ain't going to give you a return on your investment, and just get it done and pay for it. Maybe you need to not take that vacation right now. Maybe you need to just chill out for a minute and say, hey, this time next year, am I going to be ranting and raving about this vacation and the experience that I had? Or am I going to sacrifice and then maybe to take many, many vacations within one versus taking one in a year? Am I going to sacrifice and say, hey, let me invest in this so I can take me 2 or 3 a year, maybe once I invest in this, what I need to. So I'm just saying that's just something that just came to my mind. I don't know. I don't know what your situation is. Maybe you're depressed and you're a little sad and you need to get away. I just don't know what it is. What's your reasoning for it? But anyway, invest in yourself. So now also, when you after check out grants, and let's talk about the loans. The loans go back to um, the loans go back to having your credit together, having your personal. Mostly, if you don't have a strong business relationship with a bank or anyone like that, then you're gonna have to rely partially on your personal credit, and you're gonna have to make sure that you're good in that area. And I just discussed that a little bit, touched on that. Now, when you are getting loans, same is going to apply. You're going to need a business plan. You're going to need a plan. Now, you may not, let's say, using a loan, you may have to put up some collateral. You may not want to put up your home, or you may not want to put up the things that's going to require you to put up collateral. You may just not want to go that route. But however, if you don't want to go that route, you better be prepared to get that loan, qualify for that loan, and talk to the bank and find out what are the underwriters and find out what they are going to require for you to get it to be able to get approved for that loan. Now, SBA has a loan that you can get through them. There's other places that have loans, but you have to qualify. You have to have a business plan. You have to be very, very thorough on what it's going to cost you. You have to know, because they don't want to give you the money and you have not sat down and determined your cost, what it's going to cost you. Are you going to have to hire anybody? Or are you going to have manpower to make this vision come to reality? And how are you going to be able to make money? How much marketing you're going to have to do? When is this going to be done? What is your demographic? And all those things. How are you going to, how are you going to do this? And all of this is projected, but they pretty much kind of know themselves already what's out there. They do studies, people. They do studies on what business can be great and what can't, because they collect data from all other businesses that may be somewhat similar to the one that you want to do, and they have a general working knowledge about it. Let's say that, okay? They have a general working knowledge about what can be done and what can't be done. So, with that being said, too, now let's get into using business credit in order to be able to help fund your business. All of this is we're talking about is money. It's just different forms, okay? You're getting it different ways. Now, let's say, for instance, you have You've established your business. You've been working your business, just really getting small, like you've gotten basic credit, maybe like a net 30 or net 90 day, something like that. And by the way, I do have a business credit course and you need to get it. I do have a course that can break down this in more detail and that you can begin to start using it. So you can probably eventually establish yourself to use credit cards. Because I'm going to tell you, I do remember when we were going through the pandemic. By the way, I never got any PPP loan for my business. I never got any of that stuff. I had people that came to me all the time about not, I'll be fun finished. I had people coming to me all the time about helping them getting their funding right. I had people coming to me all the time. So I didn't do that. No, because I knew that they weren't ready and I knew that they didn't qualify. But let me get back to telling you with the PPP loan situation. If you had workers, that's basically what it was. It was for a payment protection plan. That's what it was for. But a lot of people didn't use it for that. They thought they was gonna get over and get by. But they coming out. They coming for you. They coming for you. But with that whole thing with getting funding for your business, you had to, okay, like I said, I didn't use any of that PPP loan money. What happened? I went and built my business for as getting my net 30, net 90, using credit cards, working with using credit cards and things like that. But I was paying them back and using credit lines with under my business to pay them back in order to be able to grow my business that way. So that build the business credit rating for my business. So that was going to help me and especially if you have transactions coming through, like if you're using Stripe or if you're using possibly PayPal, and then you may Square too. If you're using those payment processors and you have transactions going through them for as your business is concerned, you can get a lines of credit. Because I got one, I even got one through PayPal early. Well, not probably maybe about a year and a half after I started using it. But because I have transactions going through my business, they approved me for credit, to help me grow my business. And this is all I'm saying. So this is another way, but you have to have your basic structure set up for your business, your EIN and things like that, your business bank account, and you have to start working on it. You have to give it momentum. You have to give it, just give it a way to build. You have to give it that inertia. You have to, it has to, that gravitational pull has to be, it has to be into effect, and it has to be moving. It has to be working. It has to be working in your favor. Okay. It has to be. So with that being said, those ways are ways. Okay, remember I said, help making sure your personal credit is together to give you that cushion in case you have to be a guarantor, guarantor, guarantee the loan basically, or guarantee your business because you're new and they don't know you. And certain businesses, they don't really like to, you don't, some real estate, I think it's real estate and a few other industries that the NAICS code is, that's the NAICS code for you, whatever kind of business you have. They don't like to give business lines of credit to certain bits because they're considered as risky businesses. Okay, there are a few of them, but you have to find out what they are from the bank. Sometimes, and they change sometimes, quite, they change here and there. So you have to be careful by how you're identifying your business as to even financial institution or banks. I'm not saying you go in there and it's one thing and you lying and saying it's something else. I'm not saying that. You just have to be careful how you structure your business, how you're going to present your business to, to the marketplace or out here. So you do that, getting your personal credit together. Then I said grants, then loans, and then also building it from, your credit, your business credit after you've established. And it don't take years and years and years. If you just aggressively start doing some things, and I do that, I teach that in my one-on-one coaching or whatever, or either if you ever come to me and want me to help you grow your business, that's a part of a step in a process that I take you through. So anyway, just to let you know, those are 4 things, and I just touched on them. And when you in the programs that I have and things like that, I dive a little deeper, but I'm just giving you this information. This should just kind of get you to thinking and getting you to see how this thing works. And we can talk about, another day, another video. We'll be talking about, making when you having your system set up. And I did mention to you, in order to be able to get, like say for instance, if you while you're building your business credit, in order to be able to get building your business credit, in order to be able to get and establish your blueprint, you want to make sure that you are using transactions in your business in order to be able to get there, to build it up like that. Okay. Alrighty. But that's a little bit all that I talked to you about today. And like I said, tomorrow is Resurrection Sunday. So you guys, just do remember that you have the ability to do whatever you want to do. He got up with all power in his hand, and there's nothing that you can't do out here in the world, and to make your life and to make your legacy live on. Okay? You were here for to just shine, let your light shine. And I would let it shine. I wouldn't suppress it. Just let your light shine. Okay? Because you are beautiful. You were wonderfully made. If nobody ever told you that, you were beautiful, you were wonderfully made, and you have the power within because God gave it to you. All righty. Talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye bye.